Welcome back, friends and family. So we're making our trip back from a winter hiatus in Florida, and we are in the town of Natchez. And Natchez, you can see, was founded by the Spanish. Oh, okay. But I think it was inhabited first by the indigenous people. And we're at the bluffs. It's kind of a rainy day, but Natchez is located on the banks of the Mississippi, and we're going to do a little walking tour today. It is Easter Sunday, so we'll walk up here and check out the grand old Mississippi, which is not too far from where we live in Minnesota. The birthplace is in northern Mississippi, northern Minnesota. Birthplace of the Mississippi, that is. There it is. So this is the start of our tour. I have the wonderful Mary Margaret and the poodle, Oliver, coming on the tour today. So join us as we walk through the historic town of Natchez. Hi, honey. Okay, we're starting our first part of the walking tour. I'm going to Fort Rosalie. There's some pretty cool mansions, I guess we call them. All a little bit different. It's a wooden structure with cool latticework and a deck. And when we're over here, I forgot to mention that bridge takes you to Louisiana. And there's all sorts of cool things. Look at this tree. There's some odd looking limbs, shapes, going out to get to the sun. Wow. So.
What's called Edelweiss?
Ah, Edelweiss. That one is the Edelweiss. And this next one right here is called the Parsonage, which is there. And then the last one is Rosalie, where we're going towards. So let's kind of walk down through. So cool day here in Natchez, but pretty nice for walking. Wearing long pants for the first time in months. Da, da, da. And here is Rosalie. Some of these are open for tours. Some of them are B&Bs.
South Broadway Street turns left and becomes Orleans Street.
Okay. Just following our directions here.
Oh, this is open.
Gift shop. And tour tickets.
Open daily.
Open daily. Wow. Even on Easter Sunday. That's a cool thing. Built in 1823. National Historic Landmark. Cool. How would you like to live in there? Beautiful. Okay, I'm back a little bit. We're off to the side, but you should see these rows of, I don't know, magnolia trees or what they are. They're rows and rows with cool limbs stretching out. They're horizontal almost. All right, we are at Fort Rosalie. So Fort Rosalie, well, there's no fort here, little disappointing. It's kind of the bulkhead of what used to be a fort overlooking the Mississippi. A little bit of history here. Where the Spanish first come to town, lay out the town. That's kind of a cool picture of what it looked like in 1822. When the Brits come. Oh, I guess I'm going backwards in history. This is the Brits soon control and shelter the Tories. Okay. And then the French retaliation and the second fort. There's the French.
It might be out of order.
French retaliation for the uprising was swift. And this is the era of the indigenous people in 1729. To bring meat back to the French. I guess they like the French. Must have been nice. Uh-oh. They killed all the French. They weren't as nice as we thought. Only 20 men escaped. Looted and burned. Nasty. There's nasty indigenous people. And here we are.
Land back.
Yeah, I guess so.
Gotta give it to them.
Well, I imagine the rich Europeans are stealing everything. And this is indigenous working. And there was a conflict back then, 1716. There were tensions between the French and the Natchez, erupting violence in the 1720s. And because the French demanded additional lands that included the White Apple Village, an important settlement for the native people. Time to make a stand. Can't blame them. So, moving on. Well, here's a funny. It's a restaurant called Fat Mama's Tamales. Actually gets pretty good reviews on Google. Outdoor seating. And there's the restaurant. It's like a good lunch place. Well, here's an interesting sign you don't see everywhere. So they have a Go Cup district. So basically, out in the park and at the bluffs, you can consume alcoholic beverages. That's funny. So our next stop is the William Johnson house. He is a free man of color, and he was an entrepreneur, and he built this house. Materials he salvaged after a tornado. And I guess he had his business downstairs. That's cool. Let's walk up to the building. Okay, fans, here we are, Magnolia Hall. It's actually pretty cool. Easter Sunday, church bells ringing. There's the jail, old and new. But this is Magnolia Hall. MGC. Guess it's a museum now. And what is Magnolia Hall about? So this was just say it was restored in the late 1850s, but it doesn't tell me much about what it is. Just a museum, I suppose. Yeah, cool town. That's a brick. That's a brick.
Your destination is on the left.
Thank you. Continuing on the tour here, we're on Commerce Street. And the first place we see here is the temple, built in 1904, replacing the 1870 temple that burnt down. And here we go. And then we got the Trinity Episcopal Church right here. Just missed the beautiful bells. And there is the Ali Bali. Wondering where I am. And just a cool mansion there. Not sure what the name of it is, but this is a neat street. It's a what? Glen Auburn house. Wow. But the street is pretty cool. We might need to go down that way. Check it out. But the whole town, you know, built in the 1700s through 1800s. Most of the architecture here. It's early 19. Just a quick shot of this house. It's like half a house. If you can see that. Back goes straight down. Kind of cool. Yeah. Another just example of one of the many fine homes probably built in the 1800s. That says 1840. Here. So we head down. Sort of has a sort of a French style to it here with the ironwork. National Places of Historic Vancourt Townhouse. Yeah. Back off a little bit, you can kind of see it. Beautiful. So here we are at the Natchez Memorial Park. Church is just let out. It honors our vets, it looks like. Coast Guard, yeah, all 5. Navy. Air Force. And Marines. Just walk through the park here. Nice quiet little park. A couple tombstones right here. Colonel John Willis. Let's see, military, Revolutionary War. What was that? I think it was a ghost. I saw a ghost go by.
No, I don't think that was a Revolutionary War.
What's REV War? What is that?
I don't really know.
I'm going with it.
It's a nice balcony.
Yeah. $1935, so something more recent. Oh no, it was a Confederate Army. There's a cool church. Not sure what kind, but beautiful. Another one of these crazy trees. They have a lot of acorns, so
Wow.
maybe it is some sort of an oak tree. None that I know of.
It goes beautiful at night. When
Yeah,
there's little lights.
and they have little lights on it. Yeah. Awesome. Well, here we are, the center of the city. Looks like a major reconstruction happening here. Down, look. We're gonna head towards Main Street, but this whole section seems to be in restoration. See back in there. There's lots of scaffolding. So that's cool. We're working on it. Guided kayak tours. All right. Some estuary of the Mississippi, we would think. And we're heading down Main Street. And it looks like we're going to make a little pit stop here, so we'll catch later. Okay, folks, nearing the end of our journey. We do have the Grand Hotel here. A little cool 4-story hotel that faces the river on the other side. We're going to head up Main Street. Okay. Our last point of interest is the Natchez Museum of African American History and Culture. Unfortunately, she is closed today, like most things. But
Your destination is on the left.
oh, I'm so far ahead of her. Natchez burning. Oh, there was a fire here. It killed a lot of people. It was during a concert. Discarded match ignited the Spanish moss. Oh, jeez. They call it a Holocaust. It's part of the Mississippi Blues. You ever hear about burning? That way down in Natchez, Mississippi town. The whole town got the burn. There my baby lay to go. Who said, oh, it's Howlin' Wolf song. Well, okay. Well, there's the House of the Blues. It's too bad it's Easter Sunday, or we'd be able to enjoy some of these places. But still, it's interesting to walk around, look at the architecture, the buildings, maybe plan a trip back someday. Oh, it's just like a blues restaurant. Biscuit and Blues. Looks pretty cool inside though. Yeah, that'd be a fun place to hang. All right. Here, so we're gonna sign off for the moment. All right, everybody, we are back to the Bluffs. Finished our walking tour. We did about 3+ miles of downtown walking. Yeah, it's brightened up just a little bit. There's the cool Mississippi there. Louisiana. Must be a hotel, casino there. There's Super Barge. Everything leads back to the Grand Old River, Mississippi. Well, we're gonna go down and grab some lunch. I think there's a little place down there. Right down in there. We're gonna check that out. So, see you down at the bottom of the hill. So we're down at the bottom of the hill by the riverside. It's nice. Poppies, I think. They're poppies. Yeah. Through the bridge, and we're trying to get into the Magnolia Grill with the dog. Should be interesting. But nice little street here. There's a little oldest bar in Natchez called the Under the Hill. It's kind of historic. We gotta go check that out. All right, Under the Hill. Kind of a, I don't know when this is built, but it's on the registry, National Historic Places. I don't know. Let's go take a look inside. Kind of pickpockets and loose women. Kind of fun place. I don't know if they got dollar bills in the ceiling. Kind of fun, funky bar. That's the quick. That'll be too obnoxious. Okay, we're doing the driving tour of the National Cemetery in Natchez. Kind of check that out, if you will. guess I thought maybe you couldn't get into these plots, but they're just kind of, I guess, property lines. Go left. Be a good driver. 1802. I think we should go back and look at the Jewish. Okay, we're gonna circle back, see if we can park. There's an old Jewish cemetery. Go check out. Come on. Steamboat Road. Anyhow, the sun's breaking out, getting a little warmer now. Wow. $18.54. So this is Easter Sunday. So Mary and I are going to come back tonight, do the ghost tour. 1851. All right. Negotiate this little turn. 1860. I don't know if you can park anywhere. And if you're, it's beautiful. If you can park, maybe you can park off to the right here. I feel like you're running over somebody's rig, so you pull off somewhere.
That's what people are just stopping in the middle.
All right, we're gonna try to find a little place to park. 1828, 1820. There's 1792. Jane Steele. We'll just park here, and if somebody comes, we'll move the car. Okay. Okay, we are at the old Jewish cemetery. Shlenkar. Drink. Wouldn't it be freaky if you found your name on here?
A little bit.
I just found it.
You didn't.
Yes. Mary Rappensport died in
No one would name Mary.
in 1812. Uh-oh, here comes a car.
All right, well.
I'll go. Okay, I am back. Here you see two headstones. Isaac Buell, he was born in Bavaria in 1821. And he died here in Mississippi in 1855. A young guy. He's 34. And Regina Duchel. Also Bavaria in 1820. And died in 1855. All right. Well, I'm going to pause it here. Gotta spend some time reading some tombstones. But I'll be back tonight. So here's an interesting story. Mary Susan was a consort of Joseph Isley, native Pennsylvania, died in Louisiana in 1853 at 29 years. And their beloved children, Amanda at 12, Matilda at 10, William at 7, and John at 6, and an infant. They all died of yellow fever. Wow. And Joseph died in 1892 at the age of 83. Wow, that's quite the story. We got Louise the Unfortunate. That's sad. I don't know what's unfortunate, but. And this one.
Look at these both of them at the bottom.
It was Toodaloo. He's saying goodbye.
Look at this one.
Oh, 17 to 14. Okay, this is fairly. I once was here, but now I ain't. All right, sense of humor about life and death, for sure. Guess you gotta have it. Here's the Crypt of Aldrich. They died in the early 1900s. So the Brown and his wife Elizabeth, born in Scotland, died at age 53. And so ends our tour, our walking tour and cemetery tour of Natchez, Mississippi. The sun is coming out, and we're in the National Cemetery, as you can see right now. Pretty cool stuff out here. Peaceful too. Hope you enjoyed it. I know I did. Bye.